Hey everyone, welcome back to Pajama Crafts, where I do crafts in my pajamas. Today I have 3 Christmas DIYs for you. I'm trying to talk a little bit more quietly today since Brie is taking a nap. So that's why I sound so soft and sweet. Anyway, I had this DIY I did a long time ago. I wasn't loving the way the snowflakes looked, and I just wanted to repurpose it. It was not my favorite thing I've ever done. It was from a long time ago, so I just decided to go ahead and paint over this with some white Waverly chalk paint. And I think I did 2 coats on this, and that's all it took to cover up all that black. I really like that it had the black underneath, because when I sand it later, it's going to make it look like the wood is actually old and weathered. But this piece of wood actually came from Walmart a long time ago. It was like a couple dollars, but I don't really buy those now. I just get scrap wood from Home Depot when they have it on the 75% off thing, and that works for me. So every now and then when I go to my parents' house, I use my mom's printer, and my dad gives me scrap wood. So I got it made over there. I don't have a Cricut or anything yet, so if I want different kinds of fonts, then I have to use a printer, because I have lots of stencils, but sometimes those get old because they're all the same. So anyway, I wanted to make some different kinds of signs, a little more fancy fonts and things like that. So my mom lets me print out some words at her house sometimes, but I was really excited because the other day Zach came home with, or anyway, we got a box, I guess, and he said, "Babe, I got something. It's kind of for the family, but like mostly for you to be able to use for crafts." And he got us a printer, and I was super excited. Because you guys, not everyone has a budget for a Cricut or the Cameo or whatever, but this works. So what I did is I just cut out the words that I'm using for this DIY, and then on the back I just scribble pencil all over the whole thing. I'm sure you guys have seen this done on many different videos, but if you haven't, you just scribble pencil all over the back wherever the letters are. And then and someone asked me before, like, what kind of pencil I was using. It doesn't matter. This is a mechanical pencil, but like any kind of lead pencil will work. And so then once you turn it over onto the whatever you're using for your canvas, once you just flip it over, and then you can tape it down if you want. That's what I did because I don't want it moving on me. But then you just take a pen and I press pretty hard. I don't know if you have to, but I press pretty hard and outline all of the letters. And when you take off that paper, you're going to see the nice outline underneath. It's a little bit difficult to see in the video because it's very light, but I could see it in real life just fine. And I just outlined this with a Sharpie. Now, if your background is dark, like black or something like that, and you want to do, say, like white letters or something, your outline obviously can't be pencil because you're not going to be able to see it very well. So you can use white chalk or something on the back of the paper, and that will show up on your darker background. Please ignore my giant head in the way. I apologize. I didn't realize I was in the shot, but you guys can still see what I'm doing. All I did was trace out the letters after I had them transferred onto there with my Sharpie. And I really like this font that I picked. I think it turned out really cool. Now, I didn't show me tracing the whole thing because I don't have room for a chair over here at this desk. And so I'm just like bent over this table, and honestly my back was killing me, so I just decided to finish the rest of it sitting down watching a show while Brie was napping. That's kind of my time to relax usually when she's napping, or well, when I say relax, I'm talking about work on YouTube stuff, but sometimes, crafting can sometimes be kind of relaxing or stress relieving if you enjoy it, which I do. So I just sat down on the couch and finished the whole tracing of the letters and filling them in with this Sharpie. Now, this is how it looked before I sanded it, but of course I sand everything. Of course you could leave it just like this if this is how you like it, but I gotta sand everything down. But I had this wire on hand already. I think it was from Walmart or Hobby Lobby or somewhere. And then I picked up this ribbon from Walmart the other day for like $2. I absolutely love it. I think it's so pretty. Is this buffalo check or plaid? I'm not sure, but it's like, it feels like flannel in my hand, so it just makes me think of plaid. I hope you guys can't hear Brie crying in the background. She's falling asleep, so don't worry about her. Sometimes she cries herself to sleep sometimes still, especially right now. She has a bad cold, so hopefully she gets over that soon, but no fun at all. So I've never made a bow like this before, but I wanted to try it. So I'm just looping this over itself till I have 3 loops on each side. And then I also left some tails hanging out on each side when I cut it. Then I used that wire to twist the middle together. You could use twine or whatever you have, but I realized that I had like a ton of this stuff on hand, so I just decided to use that. And it's kind of nice and thin and not noticeable and like easy to work with, you know, if you are trying to cover it up too. So anyway, I just twisted that together, and then I started to pull apart my bow and kind of fluff it and try to make it look as nice as possible. I decided that it was a little bit too, what you call it? I don't know. The middle part was too like empty, so then I made another piece that had like 2 loops, or like 1 loop on each side. I hope this is making sense, but I hope you guys can see what I do here. I decided to make one that had a loop on each side and then covered the middle and just hot glued everything down. I put that part in the center so that it would be a little bit more full. Also, guys, I started to sand it here just to show you how the black was showing through, but then I was not about to try to sand this whole thing with sandpaper in my hand, so I just took it outside and used my electric sander really quick, and then I'm hot gluing everything down. So this is that middle piece that I was talking about that I'm working on here. I just made a loop on each side and then covered the middle part, and then I put this in the middle because I wanted a more full look for my bow. Do you guys think the bow goes nicely with this, or would you guys have just drawn on something at the top, kind of some design? Like, is the bow like too big and crazy for this sign, or do you think it goes well with it? Let me know your opinion down in the comments. So to make this next sign, I'm using this little piece of scrap wood that I had from Home Depot. I cut it off the end of a bigger piece of wood that I was using, but you can see that purple paint. They put spray paint like on the end of the wood, and that means it's 75% off. And usually in my Home Depot they have a big cart filled with lots of discounted wood, and you can get it so cheap, like just a couple dollars. I walk out of there with like a lot of wood for just a few dollars, and it's perfect for rustic signs. So anyway, I had this piece of little scrap wood, so I just went ahead and covered the whole thing with my white Waverly chalk paint. I did 2 coats, I believe, and then I'm using those printed out stencil things from my mom, and I'm just gonna write "Have yourself a merry little Christmas" on this one. And I had a few different fonts that I used for this. And I just used that same method with scribbling the pencil on the back and then transferring it over with the pen. Now I was gonna do some green letters and some red, but I completely forgot what I was doing, and I did some of them black instead. And so I just decided to do the smaller letters black, and then I did the Merry and Christmas red, and then I decided to add a little bit of green. I showed it to Zach, and he said it just need a little something more, and I agreed with him. So I added just a little bit of green to the sides, and I think it went perfectly. And I was having a really hard time finding a green marker, well, like color that I liked for this sign. And so finally I just ended up using a green Crayola marker that Koi gave me a long time ago. He gives me all his markers because he's not a big crafty person. And so I was able to use that, and it actually turned out really cute, I think. So shout out to Koi on this one. That marker worked perfectly for that. So for the last DIY, since I always make like way too many signs, I decided to try to do something a little bit different for this one. I had these letters from Target Dollar Spot. They were the ones from the fall, but they also have new ones for Christmas time with a red ribbon hanging them, and they're just $1 each. So I grabbed the letters that I needed for the word joy, and then I had these pennants, I guess. Yeah, that's all they're called. Just burlap pennants. Okay, I'll stop saying pennants. For a banner. Anyway, this is from burlapfabric.com from a long time ago when they sent me some things. So I just had 4 left over after I made another banner, and I'll try to leave the link for these in the description. But I just had 4 of these left over, which was perfect to make this DIY. And then I just drew some Christmas trees on here, and I used a fabric marker from Arteza, and I'll leave the link for these too. It worked really well on the burlap. So anyway, I'm just coloring that in and making little Christmas trees on all 4 of them. I'm not an artist, so I literally just drew triangles, and that was that. And then I just tied everything together and, you know, put one in between each letter, and I think it turned out pretty cute and pretty simple. I thought about making the trees white just so it could be like really simple and like earth tones and stuff. But I asked Zach and he said, no, make them green. So I just made them green, but I like to get his opinion sometimes if I can't decide, because it just makes it so easy, like, to decide what to do. I just let him decide. But I think it would also look really cute with white trees, so that's another idea too. But I think this little garland banner thingy turned out really cute. Let me know if you have a favorite DIY from this video today. And then look at Bree here. She's so crazy. She's always in my way, but she's so cute. What are you doing? What do you got there? You got a candle? What are you doing with that? You're so silly. Are you playing with all mommy stuff? Just making a mess? Yeah? Yeah, just like usual. Yeah? Yeah? Did you finish your smoothie? You finish your green smoothie? Yeah, Mommy's still gotta wipe your mouth. Good job, baby girl. Yeah. Okay. Say bye-bye. Say bye-bye. Bye-bye. Good job. Bye-bye. Getting your snowman. As always, thank you guys so much for watching, and thank you so much for helping me get to 10,000 subscribers. It's really exciting. I'm going to be doing a video with giveaway information, so watch out for that, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.